podcast. I'm your host, Zach Randles Friedman. I'm here again with Mandy. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, everybody.
So we wanted to give an update on the adventures of me setting up my best friend with somebody on a app. And we'll give you all the details. If you didn't listen to the other show, we'll give you a quick recap. Basically, what I did is I went on to Hinge. I created an account using all of Mandy's details. I selected pictures that we've taken before. I've taken of her. I put on there about what type of a person she is and who she's looking for, and that she's a loyal person and she wants a charming monogamous relationship with a charming man that's tall. And I went on and on and on and paid the $80 to
Used
get her.
Ugly pictures of me.
She thinks that I had ugly pictures of her, but that's not true. I picked the pictures that I liked. And so I even had a picture of when she sent me this video of her daughter pushing her on a sled in the snow. She was wearing pajamas.
I hope you did not.
Yeah, that video's there. You got to talk to the mic, too.
Oh, my God.
And
oh, my God.
So, yeah, that video is up there.
This explains a lot.
And so this is how it went. I went on. I didn't give her any details about what I was posting or who I was talking to. What my plan is to go through and weed out the guys I knew that were an absolute no. And so I went through and I found a couple of guys, and then I think you send a like to them or something, or you can send them a rose, but you have to pay for a rose. I'm like, I'm not paying any more than I already paid. So I sent them a like you can like one of their pictures or something they say. So I did that for a couple of guys that I thought would be cute for Mandy. Then she ended up, I sent her a picture of one of them, and he was really hot. The guy that was at the gym. Do you remember him?
I do.
And so we're going back and forth. Me and this guy are talking on the app. And then he said, oh, can we talk? Can we text on phone instead of through the app? And I'm like, perfect, great. Because that way I don't have to talk to him anymore because I don't have anything more to say. And so I remember I was making dinner that night, and then I sit down at the table to have dinner. I looked at my phone to see if he wrote back because he's like, oh, I'm going to the gym. When I get back, I'll look for your number and then I'll text you. And then he fucking, oh, sorry. I'll beat
How
that
I
out.
felt too.
He ghosted me. Not me. He ghosted Mandy.
I say, no, he ghosted me.
Yeah. And so I'm sitting there and I put in 45 minutes of my time into this conversation. And this guy's just like, nope, I'm done. And he ghosted. He just deleted his whole thing, his whole profile, or he blocked me most likely. So
that could be true.
I don't know what I did because I went back and I was thinking, did I say anything in the conversation that could have upset him?
It's nothing you did. It's him.
It was him. So we move on to the next guy, and then there's a lot of other guys that are on there that, one guy has one eye looking to the left and the other eye looking to the right and has 3 teeth, and I think he had a pair of overalls on and a straw hat, or I don't even know. Then there was some
what about the guy who wanted to chat, and then all of a sudden he was like, well, let's chat on the WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah. So there was a really cute guy. I think he was 6'3" or 6'4". He was in finance. I talked to him for about a half an hour on the Hinge app. And then he's like, oh, well, let's talk on text. Perfect. Give him Mandy's phone number, or he gives me... Yeah, I give him Mandy's phone number. He texts her. They're going back and forth talking. All of a sudden, he goes, hey, this is my work phone, and I get a lot of stuff, and I just want to, talk to you. So can we go on WhatsApp app? And that is a red flag. We're not doing WhatsApp.
Immediately block, delete, no.
No. So who knows what he was looking for. And then I met a guy named John who's about a half an hour away from where Mandy lives. really seemed like a nice guy when I was talking to him. I talked to him over the course of a couple of days here and there. And then finally we exchanged, I gave him Mandy's number and then he texted her and they're talking for a couple of days and it's going great. But then he tells her, oh, I really know how to use my hands and I'm good with my hands and my mouth. Or something.
I mean, just crazy stuff.
And it's just like, you're looking for a monogamous relationship. Like, and she goes, you don't even know me like that, mister.
No, you do not even know me like that to be talking like that quickly. No, no, no.
So I said,
blocked
just give
him.
You didn't block him, I don't think, did you? I think you just stopped.
Not right away, but then I think he kind of got the hint that, oh, this ain't going in that direction. So he just quit texting.
Okay, so that guy was gone. And then there was a really, really hot guy from Germany. He said he's been living in the United States for 15 years. And I seen one of his pictures of he had an outfit on where he had this really cool scarf and a blazer on. He was holding a designer bag. I'm like, is this guy really from Huntsville, Alabama?
No, he's not.
And then he was talking to me and he's like, oh, well, I want to talk with you on text instead of the app. I said, great. Give me your number. Because I was going to run my search through Google to see who this guy was. He's like, oh, no, ladies first. Please, let me have your number first. I insist. And I never answered, and then he disappeared.
That's because this is my whole point about this online dating. Can't trust not nobody.
Okay, so we're not quite done yet, though. But then there was a guy that, then I started playing around with people, right? So there was like
now
a guy, and I would just I'd send him a message like, the guy wasn't even cute. I'm like, I love to ride. And that's all I would say to him. I would just send him a message like that. Then there was another guy. His name was Scott. And Scott's picture was, he was very unique looking in his first picture where he had like this cream colored suit on and he was doing some weird, like almost Vogue Madonna pose or something. I'm like, oh, okay. And then as I scroll down, he described himself as being, he can be monogamous, but he would like to look for a polyamorous relationship. And I said, okay, well, this isn't for us, meaning Mandy. And then and then I scrolled down a little bit more, and then he said that he likes to cross dress, and he decided to, and he's not transgender. He likes to cross dress. And so he had multiple pictures of him in his different outfits. One of them, he had a clown face painted on.
That was very weird.
I don't know what was going on.
Weird. There ain't nothing wrong with wearing women's dresses and want to dress like a woman, but this one was weird.
There was something weird about him, yes.
Weird.
And so I'm like, call me. And I gave him a number.
You said, I'm into your vibe. Call me.
I'm into your vibe. Call me. And I gave him Mandy's number.
I like your vibe.
And so he texts Mandy and he goes, hey, Mandy. And she's like, oh, who is this? And he said, Scott. And she's like, oh, okay. And then he sends a picture of himself as a man in the cream suit. And it's, he's doing a Madonna Vogue pose. So you would think he's part of the gay.
Like he uses that only one picture. Like that one picture is on his profile and he sends it to me.
Yeah.
I guess to let him know. I don't know, but it was weird.
And so she's like, oh, no, that's not me. I'm not the one. So he goes, oh, well, somebody's giving out your number on there. So I'm going to go report this profile.
I was like, okay.
My profile on Hinge, that's Mandy, me catfishing people, trying to find her a husband, has been reported to Hinge as if I'm catfishing, which I am, I guess. So.
He was like, I'm going to report it. And I was like, okay. I didn't even care. I was like, whatever.
So we have one person that we have left in the
And then
queue.
he did report it, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did report it. He did. And I don't know, Hinge hasn't done anything to it. But we have one person left in the queue, and he is now currently in text conversations with Mandy, and his name is Mike. And it seems to be going okay. It's a little slow going, but maybe that's good. He's not like desperate and doesn't need somebody right now. And he's not asking about sexual type of things. So
right. He's not being inappropriate.
Really good,
decent conversation thus far.
Decent conversation. I do have to say that there were guys that I would pick out, and Mandy's like, "Oh no," or she would see another picture of them. She's like, "No, no way, no." So we didn't totally agree on every
because
guy.
their pictures would look too totally different. Like they took a picture from their high school and then their picture from now.
No, it wasn't that dramatic. No, you were just being picky, and then she's like, "Oh, this is so tiring." I'm like, tell me about it, sister. It is tiring because I'm the one that has to spend at least 20 minutes with each person that.
And then it gets mad at me because I'm like, nope.
Because I spent like 20, 30, 45 minutes talking to this guy. And then I'm like, okay, here's a picture. I'm going to give him your phone number. She's like, oh, no, thanks. No, thanks. I just wasted my whole evening talking to 3 guys. And now it's no thanks, not to all of them. Nope. And then I'm like, can't you just go out to dinner with one of them just so we can have a story to tell on the podcast? She's like, nope, sure can't.
No, I can't do it. I can't.
So, Mike, you're not going to hear this unless you two make it together. But maybe.
And hopefully not then either.
Well,
and see, that's another thing. That's another thing, though, for me. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, if you want a real, true relationship, you want it to be on honesty. I'm like, this ain't starting out very honest. No, you know?
You have to think about it. Like, I'm like Patty Singer, the matchmaker. Like, I'm weeding these guys out for you. I'm not going into details about anything real personal about them. I'm making sure that they're not trying to ask about, they don't want to see a boob picture from you right away. I'm trying to see if they're real.
Even though Zach has asked me daily to send one because he lies
send me a boob picture
all the time because
really
he says
cute,
the people
I'll send it to him.
Yeah, he wants to put it on my profile. He wants to send it to people. I said that ain't the kind of folks I'm trying to attract.
I know, but I think that if there was that one guy that was from Germany who was really hot, I think he would have appreciated the boob picture.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, well, we're not doing it because you're not sending it, but next time we travel together and you're sleeping, I'll just pull up your shirt and take a quick
please
picture.
Don't. please.
So
don't.
it's exhausting, and I have to say I am so happy that I'm in a relationship because I don't know if I was single if I could do these apps.
It is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
And it's exhausting having to break up with people you don't even know. It's just so tiring.
So we're going to end this because I want Mike to hear this message in 2 months after you guys have gone out to dinner and dates, and maybe in 2 months he's going to take you on a getaway weekend to
that would be lovely.
Atlanta he's like, let's get on a plane, just go down to Miami for a long weekend.
Where does he even live?
He lives in Huntsville, I think. I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know.
It's okay. I'll ask him.
So many. I don't know.
I'll ask him. He's texting now.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. That's probably what y'all heard on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Mike could be the one, and if he is, we will update you on that. But for now, the Hinge app is getting deleted off my phone today. If Mike doesn't work out, we're done.
We're done.
It's too much work.
It is a lot of work.
Working full time, doing a podcast, painting, and doing all my other little things, and traveling.
And just think about even for just if you weren't doing that, like say for me, just me on there doing it, it's still a lot of work.
I know, but we got to find you somebody.
Well, one day maybe.
If you don't use it, it dries up and blows away.
Oh gosh darn. Anywho.
Yeah.
Well,
so we got to make sure that we get you oiled back up again and back on the road. Okay?
I'm not dried up yet. Let everybody know. I'm not dried up. I'm not. That is not happening over here.
Not yet, but like
not yet.
It's like when you take your earring out of your ear, and if you don't ever put an earring back in, it closes up.
No, okay. Well, then I guess I'm a virgin again.
Yeah. So Mike, guess what? You got a virgin. But if this whole thing with Mike does work out, which I am I think there's a possibility it could work out for some reason. My vibe is going there.
Okay. And we always got to think positive.
And if it does work out, I'm doing the wedding. I'm
You are
officiating the wedding,
absolutely for sure. Hands down.
Well, thank you all for listening. Thank you for rooting for Mandy.
Yes, thank you.
I need all the a single straight male that isn't scared of a strong woman that lives in Alabama and that you could travel to her or bring her to you, and you're not there. You don't have anything weird about you. You're not a serial killer. You've never been to jail. You got a little bit of money.
Because I ain't got no money for them to scam.
Yeah, no scammers or anything. Just send me a DM. The real Zachary on Instagram. Send me a DM. Send me your picture. And that's it. We'll go from there, and I'll vet you out, and I'll tell you right away. You're a good or you're not. You're in or you're out. I'll tell you right away.
Well, let's see what happens.
And we'll see, but I'm still hanging in there for Mike.
He's still very optimistic.
I'm very optimistic. So thank you all for listening. Visit my website, everythingandanythingpodcast.com. Thank you, Mandy, for being on again.
Thank you for having me.
And we will see you guys on the next podcast. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.